Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Here we go. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we are keeping a close eye on his catches. A really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. He's into space past the 25.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And again, it's Mahomes. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Red, yellow.
And Lance going to throw.
And his throw here's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Buying time to him, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's still on his feet.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Throwing now is Lance.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
On the set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
The Raiders at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you get all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
He's got it. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling
finds through, and now a crease. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mahomes going to change things up. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Mahomes' throw caught by Tony.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I see a surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On the return is Renfro. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Now he's loose at the 40.
Breaks through the contact. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Once again, it's Jacobs.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll get that complete to Frankinson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
2nd and 5.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Ready?
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Ready?
On third down, here comes Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
97. Green jack. Strike. Check. Strike. Yellow. Hut.
Lance and company going on fourth down. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Lance. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL. But it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Chiefs touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Hunter Renfrow to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Play action. Now it's Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Go. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws. But here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Raiders 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Come on, set.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Let's go, charge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Oh, a design run for their wideout.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Quick throw to Olave.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
43!
On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A good pickup there, a 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
42. Raiders 17. Harrison Butker and a kickoff 14-0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On second down, Jacobs. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Chiefs,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.